Good day, students. So for our subject, disaster readiness and risk reduction, this is our topic, the basic concept of disaster and disaster risk. So to start, let's take a look at these pictures. Yan. So yung unang picture natin, may baha. Then we have the volcanic eruptions, earthquake. So ito na yung naging epekto ng earthquake. And then we also have fire. So yan na yung nangyari after the fire. So let us watch first, ano ba muna yung video na to. It's the Rewind 2023. So the Philippines rocked by deadly natural events or disasters.
Egay, the fifth tropical cyclone to hit the Philippines this year, came in July. A super typhoon at its peak, Egay packed maximum winds of 185 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 230 kilometers per hour. While it weakened into a typhoon after hitting land, Egay claimed at least 30 lives. Damage to agriculture reached 6 billion pesos, while damage to infrastructure was estimated at 8 billion.
Talagang mabigat itong nangyari dahil the rains were much heavier than we have had in recent times.
In some instances, even weaker storms may enhance the southwest monsoon, which in turn causes heavy rains. Several areas like Bulacan and Pampanga were placed under a state of calamity due to massive flooding caused by the Habagat. In Metro Manila, heavy rain and floods resulted in Carmageddon. Thousands of families living in low-lying areas were also forced to flee to higher ground. In November, a state of calamity was also declared in eastern and northern Samar after a low-pressure area in the shear line brought severe flooding. It was also in November when a magnitude 6.8 earthquake rocked Sarangani, Davao Occidental. At least 9 died while 16 more were injured. Thousands of homes and properties were damaged by the quake and its aftershocks. A much stronger 7.4 magnitude earthquake rocked Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur in December. It killed at least one person in what was considered the strongest tremor in Mindanao in 4 decades.
Bawat kulog na lang po ng lupa, ma'am, tumatakbo agad kami dito sa malayo dahil malapit po kami sa dagat, ma'am. Natatakot kami baka ang aftershock po niyan magka-tsunami na po.
Authorities closely monitored Mayon volcano the entire year. From alert level 1, it was upgraded to level 2 by June. It eventually reached alert level 3 due to increased volcanic activity that could lead to a hazardous eruption. Around 3,000 residents inside the 6-kilometer permanent danger zone left their homes and stayed in evacuation centers for months.
Kung pwede lang sana po, hindi. Kasi yung hanap buhay po kasi namin nandito.
Okay.
Kasi kung nandun naman po sa vacation, hirap talaga po.
Aside from natural disasters, 2023 also witnessed several tragedies. In February, MT Princess Empress, a tanker transporting 800,000 liters of industrial oil, capsized off Nauhan Oriental, Mindoro. Efforts to clean the massive oil spill lasted 4 months, negatively impacting the livelihood of fisheries in the area. The Environment Department estimated the damage to coral reefs, seagrasses, mangroves, and fisheries at 7 billion pesos. Over 30 people meanwhile died when MV Mary Joy 3 caught fire off the coast of Basilan while on its way to Jolo, Sulu in March. At least 23 more were injured. AC Nichols, CNN Philippines.
So ayan, so base sa napanood natin from CNN Philippines, last year, 2023, ang daming nangyaring mga disasters na nag-cause din po ng buhay at saka ng mga loss ng property sa mga Pilipino, di ba? So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng disaster? So, lahat ng yan nangyayari, it's a sudden calamitous occurrence that causes great harm. Yan. So, pag may disaster po, talagang maraming nagkakaroon ng mga injury, and then lahat ng mga properties at saka yung mga buildings natin nasisira, 'di ba? Pati po yung emotional ng mga tao na apektuhan. So, ayan, nadidisrupt yung buhay natin. Nagkakaroon tayo ng physical and emotional distress. Kasi nga, kapag na-experience ninyo yung disaster sa buhay ninyo, kahit na simpleng baha lang yan, pero baha is a disaster, di ba? So, merong feeling na helplessness and hopelessness. So, ano ba yung mga na-experience nyo na disaster at sana ay hindi ninyo ma-experience, 'di ba? Meron tayong mga baha, lindol, yan yung earthquake, medyo lately may mga nababalita na naman. Tapos baha tuwing tuwing tag-ulan. Tapos nung nakaraan meron din volcanic eruption, 'di ba? Ang sunog ay minsan nangyayari din sa ibang lugar. So, marami kasing naapektuhan. So, ano yung mga yun? Life. Syempre, tayo mismong human at saka yung animals. And syempre, yung property. Kapag apektado yung life and property, or kahit na sabihin natin walang namatay na tao or animals, yung mga pets natin, pero apektado naman yung property, pwedeng moderate lang yun, pwedeng high, pwedeng extreme, napakarami nang nasira niyan, or catastrophic. For our classification of disasters, letter A natin, natural disasters. So, cost yan ng natural forces. Meron tayong earthquakes, typhoon, volcanic eruptions, yung mga hurricanes, fire tornadoes, at saka extreme temperatures. Sa extreme temperatures, pwedeng sobrang init or sobrang lamig. Natural disaster din po yun. So, ayan, pwedeng biglaan. Usually kasi yung mga ganito pala ay biglaan. Tapos, ang laki ng epekto sa ating buhay. Next natin na classification ay man-made disasters. So, ito naman caused by man, kaya man-made, di ba? Ngayon, pwedeng intentional or non-intentional human actions. So, ano yung mga categories na yan? We have 1, the technological or industrial disasters. 2, terrorism or violence. Man-made disaster po yan. Number 3, the complex humanitarian emergencies. So, discuss natin isa-isa itong categories na to. Okay, una, technological or industrial disasters. So, ayan po, kapag meron tayong inadequate safety standards, yan yung mag-i-increase ngayon ng risk para sa ating industrial disasters. Ano ba yung mga example kapag technological or industrial disasters? 1, leaks of hazardous materials. So, delikado talaga kapag may mga materials na nagli-leak, hazardous yan, di ba? Next, we have the accidental explosions. Bridge or road, nag-collapse. Kapag yung bridge or road nag-collapse, delikado rin po. Yan, vehicle collisions, nagbanggaan yung mga sasakyan. Power cuts, yan yung number 2 natin na man-made disaster, terrorism or violence. So, di ba, kapag po yung threat ng terrorism involving nuclear, biological, at saka yung mga chemical agents, ginagamit para makapag-develop ng mga weapons. Example, yan, gumagamit ng mga bomba o kaya yung pagsabog, explosions. Magre-release sila ng chemical materials, magre-release ng biological agents, and then we have radioactive agents din po. So, lahat ng yan ng mga materials or agents ginagamit nga po para sa mass destruction. Multiple or massive shootings. So, sa ibang bansa, meron na nangyayaring mga massive shootings. Pumapasok sila sa school, di ba? Tapos, bigla silang mamamaril. So, that is an act of terrorism or violence. Nakakatakot. Another one is mutiny. So, mutinies, ito naman yung mga sundalo o kaya yung mga tao na lumalaban sa government, kaya maraming mga terorista. So, disaster din po yun. Third, we have the complex humanitarian emergencies. So, dito naman po, ayan, magkakaroon na ng mga international or civil war. Ano yung example? Kapag may mga conflicts, meron tayong wars. Katulad ng mga nangyayari ngayon sa ibang bansa, may mga wars sila, 'di ba? Counted po 'yun sa complex humanitarian emergencies, so disaster din po. Then we have the genocide. Ito yung deliberate killing ng large group ng tao. Lalo na po yung mga ethnic group. So, kapag marami rin pong napatay, ayan, dito yan papasok sa complex humanitarian emergencies. Kahit nga dito sa conflicts, magkakos ng war, ang wars po ay magkakos din ng maraming pagpatay ng mga tao. So, risk and disaster risk. In general, risk is defined as the combination of the probability of an event and its negative consequences. So, kapag dinagdagan natin ng disaster, yung risk na yan, eto na ngayon ang meaning niya. The potential, pwedeng not actual or realized. Disaster losses sa buhay, sa health status, sa livelihood ng mga tao, sa assets, 'di ba? So mag-o-occur sa community or society doon sa specific time period. So yun yung basic concept muna natin ng risk and disaster risk. Thank you for listening.